in hosting their own talk show with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Hello, everyone. I'm Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News, FM 104.5, 106.1, live streaming on Facebook at Conroe Culture News, and also YouTube, and on the Lone Star Community Radio station, irlonestar.com. And we are broadcasting live from downtown Conroe in the Conroe Tower City Hall today. And every day, actually. This is amazing. Today is the 8th anniversary of this show being live with Lone Star Community Radio. I'm excited about that. And I have some great guests today. I have Jason Franklin, who created I Love Conroe. And I know many of you know I Love Conroe. He's going to tell you more things you don't know about that, and how he got started and so on. And then in the second segment, we're going to hear from Carrie, Raney, and Dan McIntryre, and they're with the nonprofit Walden Boaters Against Cancer Golf Tournament. So we're going to hear about their upcoming golf tournament in October, and they have raised millions of dollars for cancer research. The show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic, and they are located at 3033 West Davis by Conroe High School and Taco Bell, treating everyone of all ages and backgrounds, infants to seniors, weekend athletes to professionals, with a focus on natural, holistic healing to not only relieve pain but achieve optimal health. Dr. Stacy Rogers holds certifications in adjusting extremities, arms, legs, hands, feet, clinical nutrition, prenatal, and pediatric care. If you are not a patient, it's only $37 to become a patient, and that includes x-rays, and it all gets donated to CASA, Kids in the Child Welfare System in Montgomery County. They are having a Kids Day. They have it every month. And so for kids that are patients, May 15th is When I Grow Up. And you dress up like, you know, what you want to be when you grow up. Of course, it can change. And last month was Disney Party. So it's a lot of fun. And in June, they're having a beach party. So every month they do this for existing patients, 14 and under, from 4 to 7. So, also, a few things going on around town. If you haven't heard, there's a huge music festival happening at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is the inaugural Big As Texas Fest, and it is going to be fabulous with nearly 40 different bands playing, different people that you would hear in Nashville. You can see Thomas Rhett, Dierks Bentley, Dwight Yoakam, Clay Walker, Los Lobos, Tracy Bird, Billy Strings, Morgan Walker, local artists Kate Watson, Midland, Trent Cowie, and it's going to be a fabulous time. If you haven't got your tickets yet, you can still get them. You can go to biggest.texasfest.com, and it's a family experience. It's a different music festival than what you've been to before. It's going to have pig races, equestrian area, culinary, car show, food trucks, an artist area with chainsaw carver, muralist, hat maker, yes, stitch crafter, a shooting range simulator, a beer garden, and a big, huge mission. If you don't know, Montgomery County has the highest rate of suicides than anywhere in the country. So 10% of the profits are going to different nonprofits, 38 nonprofits, and they will each have a booth there. And so this is another reason why you want to go here. It is to help with mental health awareness and help these nonprofits that deal in mental health and suicide. Again, Big As Texas Fest conroe.com. Other things that are going around, well, there's so many different things. This coming Wednesday, May 8th, starts the karaoke qualifying rounds for the karaoke contest at 202 Main. You can go to 202 Main Facebook page and find out more about that. There will be a prize of up to $2,000, winning prizes. Writers in Performance is an event hosted by the Montgomery County Literary Arts Guild, and they will feature Jerome Loving. He's a Walt Whitman scholar, and that will be this Thursday, March 9th at 3 o'clock at Lone Star College, Montgomery, room G102. And they will be talking about Walt Whitman, having an early Walt Whitman birthday celebration. The party continues at the Gathering of Poets at 5:30 at Pacific Yard House. Again, this is Thursday, this Thursday. Everything is free. This whole event is absolutely free. The Table at Madeley will host Corey Morrow this Friday, May 10th. Tickets for the debut performance are available at conroetable.com. Don't wait to get those. And this Friday, because there's so many things going on around town, is the start of the 3-week engagement of Into the Woods at the Owen Theater by the Players Theater Company. And it is interesting because it's about all these fairy tales getting tangled into each other. The big bad wolf goes into the wrong fairy tale, and Red Riding Hood, and Wicked Witch is lost, and Cinderella, a giant. Anyway, it's called Into the Woods, and you can go to owentheater.com to find out details, get your tickets, because that will be a great performance. Saturday, May 11th, Peyton Riley. She's a Young Texas Art of the Year, and she's only 14, by the way. But she is going to be playing on stage at the Redbird Tavern at 9:30, dueling pianos at Pacific Yard House this coming Saturday. So much going on. And it's Mother's Day weekend. I didn't want to put that in last place because it's pretty important, but it's Mother's Day weekend. So if you're going somewhere to eat and take mom, the wife, or whatever, you need to make reservations if at all possible, because this is the busiest day restaurants have of the entire year. Why? Because the men don't want to cook. They want to take the wife, the mother, whatever, out to eat. So make your reservations now. And Margaritaville Lake Resort will also have their annual Mother's Day brunch overlooking Lake Conroe from 10 to 2. With that, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with my first guest, Jason Franklin of I Love Conroe.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Remember to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on your computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
Okay, we are back, and we're going to talk about I Love Conroe, because we all love Conroe, right? I mean, there might be a little drama now and then, and maybe even on the Facebook page, but I thought it would be interesting to speak with Jason and talk about the guy who started I Love Conroe, and Elizabeth was in on this too,
yes,
right?
She was involved, yes.
So Elizabeth is his wife. So tell me how you got started on this.
So I Love Conroe was an idea that just came to us. We wanted a place where people in the community could go and talk about things going on, events, businesses, helping each other out. Like we just had the inclement weather that was happening. A lot of people were able to help each other out there. So that back in 2019, we were looking to do something in the community, and we started a Facebook group, I Love Conroe, which has grown to almost 145,000 people.
Huge. Oh my goodness.
So today it has 144.6 thousand. And, we have a Facebook page along with that and a website as well. And so
tell me about the website. I bet a lot of people don't know you have a website.
Yeah, the website is something where we post articles, so press releases. We get things from sometimes you, Margie, sometimes other people around town that are putting out press releases, Montgomery County Food Bank, anybody and everybody that wants to send over a press release to I Love Conroe, please send it over to info@iloveconroe.com, and we can, get your articles out there and get it shared. That's the point of it, is to help the community, share information, get it out there to everybody. So the website's that, we do advertise for people on the website as well. We have, we're working on a calendar on there. We're working on a directory and things like that. Those are still things that are in progress. They're not done, but they're kind of being worked on at the time. So
I bet you were surprised on the growth that you've had.
Yes, it was surprising, and we were hoping for it. Like when we first started the group, I remember Elizabeth and I, when we first got our first 500 members, we were so excited, we were so pumped. We were like, oh my gosh, 500, this is awesome.
I remember when it started.
And we were like, oh, we can't wait till it gets to 5,000. We just had this idea in our mind about like getting to 5,000. We got it there. It grew over time. I forget, it might have taken, I don't know, 6 months or so to get to 5,000.
That's fast.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
We give people the opportunity to come in there and talk about things, and people like to talk about things going on, whether it's their own business, whether it's things that are affecting them in the community, whether it's they're trying to get a job. Some people are coming in there looking for work. Some people are trying to figure out what's going on in the city, and it just gave people a place to go.
It's a platform that has a little bit of everything.
It was a connection point for people in Conroe, and there were other groups out there already, but I don't know. There's something about, I guess, I Love Conroe that I don't know if it's just because we liked the name. We put love in the name. We thought that was important to have love in there. And Elizabeth, my wife,
great.
She's a fantastic graphic designer. She created the logo. If you see the I Love Conroe logo that's on our Facebook page, our website, she created that. It's just, we have that unique feel to it, right? And there's even been other groups that have spawned off of our group that are trying to like have the same name and stuff.
Unofficial I Love Conroe.
Unofficial I Love Conroe pages, but yeah.
So crazy. Is that like a compliment though when somebody copies you?
Yeah, I guess they say, what is it? Imitation is the best form of flattery, or something like that. Yeah,
sometimes I don't know.
I mean, it's, but we really try to be a group where everybody can come, and we really want anybody and everybody in Conroe and surrounding areas to be able to come in there. And sometimes it's even people who don't live here anymore, people that grew up here and went to school, they moved away to a different state, a different city, a different country sometimes even, and they're like, hey, I want to know what's going on in Conroe. I grew up there. Or people that are living in a different state or a city or a country, they want to move to Conroe. They want to know what's going on. So that's why sometimes you will see people in there from other countries and stuff. It's not, we do have a very, tight-knit group of moderators who make sure we keep spam and scam out. That's one of our main goals, is to make sure people in our group aren't getting scammed or taken advantage of. But we do have people in there occasionally from other countries who we make sure we vet them and make sure that they're familiar with Conroe, know what it is, and they're in there for the right reasons and things like that. So, yeah, it grew organically. It was really organically, and it was just awesome and amazing. And I'm just so glad of how we're able to help the community and help the people.
No, I think it's amazing. So it is growing for the right reasons, but I know oftentimes you get some craziness on there and some things that are mean stuff.
Yeah, from time to time, yeah.
So do you allow some of the crazy mean stuff, or just wait and see where it goes sometimes?
So there's a couple ways we moderate the group. Obviously, anything that's extremely like intentionally ill towards people, we don't want intentional derogatory name calling for no reason. We don't want people coming in there,
hurting somebody else
for no reason. Yeah. So we take care of that stuff. When it comes to like people's opinions, we stay non-biased. We really let anybody and everybody come in there and talk. It doesn't matter what political stance you have, what religious stance you have. We try not to be biased towards that stuff and let everybody have that freedom of expression.
A platform.
When it gets to the point where people take that freedom of expression and start trying to hurt each other or name call each other for it, then we have to take action, and we typically first we'll suspend, we'll like maybe give them a warning, and then we'll give them a suspension. And if they keep doing it over and over, they'll eventually get banned from the group. We try not to ban people, but sometimes it does happen. And
So if something is bad, you can hide the comment.
We can hide the
or
comment. We can remove
whatever.
it. We can remove
little
them from
little
the group.
steps. But for the most part, it's a friendly place
Absolutely.
to add your event or something that's going on, like the weather event we had, and where to take precautions and things like that.
Absolutely.
So it's just a forum to let people know what's going on. And I know I have seen people that are looking to move to an area. Where can I get a good place to rent, own, buy? Who do you recommend for an attorney? Blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
All kinds of stuff. And that's okay, because that's really what you wanted, right?
That's what it's for. We got real estate people in there. Like you said, we got attorneys. We got people looking for jobs. We got people trying to help people get jobs. People looking to help, employ people. Things like that. We get people coming in there asking for help, and I think that sometimes that's what it's for. It's for us to connect as a community and to help each other. And that's really was the basis of Love Conroe. And I think that, like going back to your question earlier, I think that's really why it's organically grown, is because that true, genuine,
I don't think there's another page like that.
There's not
in
one
our
as
area.
big. There's a couple other people, like I said, that have tried to mimic what we're doing, and they even call themselves Love Conroe. They've got some thousands of members in there, but it's the fact that we've got I had a vision or a goal that, hey, I was just dreaming that maybe one day this group would get to 50,000 people, and it amazingly
So
got
crazy.
to 50,000, then it went to 100,000, and now we're almost
In a
at
short time.
Yeah, since 2019. So it's
It's crazy.
we've even had people reach out wanting to buy the group or the page or things like that. So we've had some people reach out, but
Wow.
we really like doing it. We really like helping. We really feel like we let people have a place to come together and talk about issues or great things. And it's not all issues. Sometimes they're talking about good things going on, and that's the purpose.
Just to bring awareness.
Yeah, awareness. And
I know a lot of times I'll post my article
Right.
on there that I write in the Courier that's about events and things.
Yep.
And
And anybody's welcome to do that, right? Anybody from the community, if you're listening, please feel free. That's what it's for. It's for you to share. We do have a one business page per day sharing. And the reason we do that is because if we don't, it'll get spammed, and you'll have, one business posting 20 times in 5 minutes, and
that's not right.
That's not good for people to see
Yeah.
that. They're like, what is this? So
Yeah.
we do have our mods scoping for that. And if you're posting more than once per day, you'll get a warning, and then eventually you'll get suspended, and then you could get
Even
banned.
once per day seems like a lot.
It
It's
is.
pretty excessive.
Well, we give people that because sometimes people have sales, or they have like promotions or things, and not everybody posts every day. Like, even those, we give them that grace to do that.
That's a
but
lot.
a lot of people don't, right?
I wouldn't.
But we do have people coming in, and they post once a day, and we felt like that was a good way to do it. Some people only got once every Tuesday or something like that, but we really felt like giving people once a day. They might want to share. There might be a bake sale going on, like Montgomery County Bakehouse comes in there and posts things, or something like that. And they might have a different deal every day. They might want to come in there and post something. That's fine, as long as they're not spamming. As long as they're not, and that goes for anybody. We don't want anybody coming in there spamming, specific
Yeah.
stuff. But we
Wow.
do want people to post.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it
No
is.
wonder you had to have moderators. How many moderators do you have?
We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 moderators right now.
That's a
We just
lot.
brought on a new moderator who's been great, and we need that many moderators. The amount of requests we get, like sometimes we have 10,000 requests sitting in our queue. When big events happen, like the current weather thing, a lot of people are trying to figure out what's going on. They're sharing, the page is getting shared, or the group's getting shared. People are joining the group. We just cleaned our queue up. We had 10,000 in there, and we had a new moderator come on named Savannah. She came in and helped along with Susan and the other moderators and Shelly and everybody,
Wow.
and we cleaned it out, and and it's a lot of work, and that's what people don't understand. We volunteer, or they may not understand. We want them to, is we volunteer. We're doing this on our own time, on the side of some of us are have day jobs, some of us are maybe retired that are moderators, but we're all doing it for the community and
Sure.
to help. And so
Well, let's talk about your day job. What is your day job?
So I work at Cisco Foods. I'm in technology. So I've been there almost 3 years, and I have a tech background. I've worked at Woodforest National Bank for almost 11 years. I did technology there for 5 of that, and then worked at ExxonMobil for 1.5 years, did technology there, and I've been at Cisco for the last 3 years almost. So I'm just a tech person, by day. I do build websites and do web technology stuff and
So this was
troubleshooting.
kind of around your abilities to do things,
Yeah.
with your website. And I didn't know you built websites. That's cool to know too.
Done that for a long time, and just I'm involved in a lot of technology type stuff. But I also love connecting people. That's something I just like doing. I like connecting people, connecting the community, and that's been something where I think I've been kind of able to do with I Love Conroe. And kind of stay in the background and let I Love Conroe do its thing. And
everybody knows I Love Conroe. I'm pretty sure they do if they live out here, and even if they don't. So Elizabeth, you guys are married and you have a baby girl. She's a year old.
She turned a year old April 21st. Her name's Anna.
Yes, and she's so cute.
Yeah, we love her.
Of course you do. Yes. Now, and that's fabulous. So multitasking all the time. Now let's talk about your private page.
Okay.
What's the difference between the private page and the community page?
So it is. So it's a public page, but you're talking about
public,
it's not a group. It's not a
it's not a group. It's a regular page.
Yes.
I Love Conroe.
Yes.
So you're the one. You are, Imagine Elizabeth are the ones who post on there.
Yeah,
right?
we're the admins of that page. So what we do with that is we take articles that we share on the website. We post them on the page. We do that kind of stuff. We also share those in the group, but the group is really for everybody to go in there and talk. And so. There's so much conversation in there. The page is somewhere where we can go, and it's only stuff being posted by the I Love Conroe team. And then we also take special. What we'll do is we'll skim through the group, and we'll find really interesting content, and we'll share it on the page as well. So sometimes that's a lot of what I do, through the day. And Elizabeth as well. We'll look through the group and say like, hey, this post is really interesting to the community. Let's take it and share it on the page, the I Love Conroe page.
Not the group.
And so we've got the group, it's got about 145,000 people almost. The page is just past 11,000, so it's got like 11,000.
Still a lot.
300 followers or something like that. And then our website, and you can subscribe to the website as well. So if you haven't subscribed, I recommend subscribing to the website. When you do that, when we post an article, you'll get an email in your inbox. It'll tell you, hey, I Love Conroe's posted a new article. It'll give you information about what that is, and you can just kind of keep up that way. We don't spam people. It's not like we're sending out stuff every day, all day long in there. We do have people that advertise with us, and sometimes you'll get like an advertisement in an article, but it's nothing that you don't see in every other news site on the planet. They all got that. They all have those, and we do the same. That helps us pay our hosting fees and things like that.
Sure.
It's just.
And I know I have used that with different clients.
Yes.
To advertise on your website.
Absolutely.
And they loved it. Yeah. So this is great insight, I think, because people want to know who's behind I Love Conroe. It seems to me that some of the biggest stories I remember reading, and I do many other things, so I'm not on it all the time, was the chains on the venue that was locked up.
Oh yes, the old.
That was a big one.
The one right here in downtown. When
that happened suddenly. I had a county judge send that to me.
The social. Like, it was called social. What was it called? Social. Texas Social, or I can't remember
Social
the name.
House.
Yeah, forgive me if, but
something like
I can't remember the name right off the top of my head. 219 Social.
Because it was on 219 Simonton or something like that.
Something happened where the landlord come and locked the doors, and
big chains.
And there was a lot of back and forth about what was going on, and people in the community. All it is people just trying to figure out what's going on, and they like that communication. So, I'll tell you a great thing. By the way, congratulations on your 8 years. I meant to tell you that when we first started talking. Congratulations on that. And I wanted to thank you and Richard, too, for the show y'all do here. I think y'all do awesome, and I'm just glad that y'all let me come on today and talk. But going back to I Love Conroe, I think that like one of the coolest things that happen in that group sometimes things start out negative, and they can take a good turn. For example, I want to give one example that was really in my mind. Burger Fresh. Big restaurant over. I mean, it's a smaller restaurant, but it's a family-owned restaurant. Very great little burger joint here in Conroe. Somebody came on I Love Conroe one day and made a bash to Burger Fresh, and it was something where the person didn't understand what happened about the menu. Mr. Canada, the owner, he actually, I would like people to look at him as an example of how he handled that situation. He came on there, he didn't bash the person. He came on there and politely talked to the person in the chat and said, hey, this is what happened. This is why you were charged this amount, yada, yada, yada. Well, that thread got huge. I can't remember how many hundreds of comments it had, how many thousands of likes it had, how many shares it had. But I mean, Mr. Canada, he actually gained, this person came on there probably trying to bash his business and hurt his business. And he actually came on there with a nice attitude and just explaining what happened. And he not only gained the customer back that was trying to come on and bash him, he probably gained hundreds, if not thousands, of other customers who maybe never heard of Burger Fresh by the way he handled that situation. So I encourage people to try to positively, it's not about what happens, it's how you react sometimes.
Absolutely.
And I think that in the group.
And you're in charge of how you react to things.
Absolutely. And I think Mr. Canada did a great job. And I just remember him right off the top of my head because of that specific scenario.
He's a nice guy.
And there's other scenarios like that in there.
Yeah.
There's probably other people who have done similar things, but that was, I encourage that kind of things in there because people do come in there, they complain because
It's conversation, it's
Yeah.
easy to have, and
Exactly.
people get insight into different things that they may not get anywhere else.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a public forum. It's a platform. So I think this is amazing. I appreciate you coming on, Jason, and sharing all about I Love Conroe. And I bet people are going to go to your website, which is iloveconroe.com, right?
Yes.
And you have you have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. Most people know about the group, but go check out the page as well.
Yes.
And send those press releases in. I know I get a lot of press releases. Well, this is another forum for people to send them to.
Yes, absolutely. We appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Margie.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app for your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That is Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
An estimated 1 in 10 births will result in a neonatal intensive care stay, also known as the NICU. Overnight, a family can find themselves and their newborn baby in a critical situation. The Mila Foundation financially and spiritually assists families in need. If you would like to volunteer or become a monthly sponsor, please visit us at www.themilafoundation.org. Again, that's www.themilafoundation.org, because every life matters.
Listen in Mondays at noon to hear Conroe news from local nonprofits, businesses, upcoming events, Conroe Park events, news stories, and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your question. Get seen on TV or YouTube and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Sponsor your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
Want to check out the fastest growing sport in the world? It's right here in Conroe, Texas, and it's roller derby. Conroe Roller Derby is a non-profit recreational league of women and men who want you to come and check out the fast-paced, hard-hitting game of roller derby. The Conroe Cutthroats practice at Rainbow Roller Rink on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can find our game schedule and more information on our website, www.conroerollerderby.com.
And we are back in our second segment today. We are going to talk about Walden Voters Against Cancer Golf Tournament. And sitting directly across from me is Dan McIntryre. He is one of the chairs on the committee. And Carrie, Raney, I don't know what your role is. You're on the committee?
I'm on the board.
You're on the board. Okay. Anyway, we're all board members, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we're going to talk about Golfers Against Cancer golf tournament that's coming up in October. So this has been going on for how long?
28 years.
28
this
years.
Will be our 28th year.
Right
overall.
there, Walden?
This will be the 21st year in Walden. It started in 1997 in Kingwood.
Okay, and you've done amazingly well. So you sent me some stats that you've raised $28.3 million overall.
Yes, we have. We're very proud
huge.
It is huge.
That's huge. So you have this annually. And was it always in October or did you move? It seems like it was in August. Was it in August before?
Yes, it's been at Walden in August for 20 years, and we made the decision to move it. The temperature will be a little bit better, probably be able to handle more players also.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And where is the golf tournament going to be at?
Walden.
Of course, Walden.
On Lake Conroe.
On Lake Conroe, Walden. Of course. I mean, this is Walden. All right. Well, that makes sense. So let's talk about this. How did it come to be 27 years ago?
There were 6 members that were in Kingwood, and one of their fellow members came down with cancer, and also one of our employees came down with cancer, and they decided that thoughts and prayers were not enough and that they were going to do something about it. And they put together a tournament in 97, and they raised about $60,000 that year. And then they continued the next year. I think it was 90,000, and it has continued to grow.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes.
What you can do when you put your mind to something and really work hard to advocate. Cancer, everybody knows somebody with cancer. I mean,
Fortunately, yes.
Truly.
Everybody has been impacted one way or another.
Absolutely.
Including Dan.
Yes.
He's a 2-time survivor.
2-time survivor.
2 times. So.
And today is National Melanoma Month, or Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
I actually
it's very
had
relevant.
melanoma.
You had melanoma, and how did you discover this?
That's a good question. I actually went into the skin center and for a spot on my head, and they said that's nothing but that's dry skin, don't mess with it, but while you're here, we'll check you out. And they found a spot on my back that was about the size of the head of a nail. And I never would have noticed it, didn't think there was anything wrong with it, and it turned out to be melanoma. So they could have saved my life that day.
Wow. Well, that's outstanding. And you've had other cancer?
Yes. I had testicular cancer 2 years earlier.
Oh, my goodness.
But that's
So you're still cancer-free?
Yes, been 13 years now.
Wow. Well, that's amazing. Good
Yeah.
for you. And you're on a mission to help save lives, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I actually got involved with Golfers Against Cancer because I saw my mother battle cancer for 20 years, and eventually she passed from it. So it's been near and dear to my heart long before I got it.
I feel like all of us that are either on the board or participating in it, it's because, I lost my best friend. Like, everybody's lost somebody or been affected by it and or knows somebody that survived it, so.
I mean, you do. I mean, it's very prevalent. I lost a sister 13 years ago last month to lung cancer. Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully we know more survivors is hopefully.
Well,
what
we
it
are
is.
having a significant impact on cancer treatment. Actually, the number of people surviving has increased 27% since Golfers Against Cancer got started.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You've made a big impact. So the 28th year, you're having this event October 19th through 21st. It's a 3-day event with different things going on.
Yes.
And the first one is Saturday, October 19th. You want to tell me about that?
It's going to be a gala at Margaritaville. We're going to have great entertainment. We're going to have live auction, silent auction, and it's going to have a Havana theme, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to raise a lot of money for cancer research.
So our gala always sort of kicks off the whole weekend of festivities, and what's really nice about that, if you're not a golfer, you might enjoy go to the gala and enjoy the dinner, and hear about our word. But we also have amazing live and silent auction items that you'll be able to bid on that whole weekend and also that evening. And like some of our live ones are amazing trips to like to go see the Masters or go to Scotland. I mean, there's some really nice things for people to bid on.
Lots of things
and
to
all the
explore.
money goes towards our cause.
No,
It's even
that's,
better.
that's fabulous.
That's a key thing about Golfers Against Cancer is that it's all volunteers. So a vast majority of the money that is donated actually goes to cancer research.
Very good. And anybody can go to this. This is open to the public. Anyone can attend.
Come on,
And,
come on. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Margaritaville, I mean, it's a great place. You can stay the night there.
Yes.
Night in Havana, all kinds of, I'm assuming like Cuban food kind of things.
It's going to
maybe
be
special
all themed
cocktails
from
or
decor to
something
dress
like
attire
that.
to food. It'll be really fun.
That's a
Lauren
fun
Mason,
theme.
who is, she's been our next generation of the board member. She's been amazing getting this all
Tell
together.
me about next generation board member.
Well, that's I feel like a lot of the folks that started it, like Bobby Jones, who was one of the founders, he passed last year. I feel like we're getting to that next, regime where it's like the next group of people that are ready to take over the helm, so to speak. So Lauren and a handful of people that are, sort of the new up and up folks here on the lake, really, really organized, really driven, are like, okay, they love the mission and they're like, let's make this even, stronger and support it more so than we ever have. We're gathering 28 years of info and putting it in one spot now, and so it's amazing. So
You've got new movers and shakers.
we do. We
Cool.
have some great folks that are going to help with getting more sponsors for the golf teams and such. So we're excited.
So tell me about this cruise on Lake Conroe. Which night is that? Is that Saturday or Sunday?
So if you do become a sponsor, and the sponsorships go anywhere from $25,000 down to, I want to say, $2,500, you become you get a chance to have a team on Sunday for the sponsors tournament. Then again for the main tournament on Monday. And then what we usually do for our sponsors is we spoil them on Sunday and take care of them all day long with
nice.
food and drinks. And then we usually wrap up the day with a really nice dinner. And this year, of course, Jim and James Winkler, who are also on the board, they donate. Usually they donate Little Palm Charter Yacht, which you're aware of. They usually donate that for a silent auction item, but this year we're going to use it for our sponsors. Because for some of them, it'll be the first time that they'll be playing here on the lake, so we really want to give them that whole lake feel.
Special treatment.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Absolutely. VIP.
A little bit of golf with a little bit of water mixed in with it. So.
And October should be nice.
Yes,
be nice.
That's another thing. And when we usually play in August, it was so hot in the afternoons.
Especially
and
this last summer. It was
It was
brutal.
brutal. The last two.
Oh, my gosh.
Dan didn't even make it.
I mean, like 110 or something. It's ridiculous.
It was record heat that day.
Yeah, it was. So this is great. Having it, we're able to get it further in the year and hopefully still get some great weather.
Good. And then on Monday, October 21st, is when you have the main event,
That
the
is
big
open
tournament.
to everybody. So you can be a single player. You can do a foursome. Again, you can have a sponsored team. Come on, come all. It's a lot of fun.
We'll have at least 230 golfers there.
And it's Danny Jones, who's the pro there. It's it's not his first rodeo, so he does an amazing job with running it. And we'll have live entertainment usually from Torres. He'll be playing, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Sounds like a lot of work. That 3 days. It's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of opportunities to raise some good money, but also a lot of opportunities for volunteers to get involved, right?
Yes, they can get on our golfersagainstcancer.org on our website if they'd like to volunteer. Again, if you go on our website, it'll tell you the different ways if you do want to be a part of this, whether it's to volunteer, be a sponsor. Some people make a donation. We have an option where you can buy a brick. That money goes, in honor of somebody maybe that has lost their battle, and it's money that goes towards our
And
fight.
where does the brick go?
Over in Kingwood, they have a really pretty little
okay.
memorial section.
Very
So,
nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So many things going on. You certainly can go to the gala, auction items. Do you have a really big auction? I mean, it's endless, right? People can just keep donating.
We do. This year it'll be different. It always starts for Walden, when we have it at Walden, it always starts on Friday, and then it goes all the way. It's open to the whole community over at Cafe in the Greens there in their boardroom. It's open all the way till the end at 6:30 on Monday. This year we're going to have a combination. When we have our gala, we'll have some of the larger items and then all the live silent auctions over there in Margaritaville. So there's literally 4 days of being able to
That's
purchase
huge.
stuff. And the community is amazing. Our little worker bees that go around, like, they literally know, here they come. Here comes Drucker and Stacy, and they have items waiting for them. So when we say it's a community event, it really is. The local businesses are amazing with what they donate, like really, really nice items.
Well, to have so many volunteers working on this and truly caring, your impact is huge. The impact you're making is huge. And Carrie, you gave me some information about you've funded over 100 research projects.
Yeah, will you speak to
You wanna
what
talk
the money
about that?
goes to, the seed money? Because people don't understand.
Yeah, we have a unique position in the battle against cancer. We provide seed money for doctors that have an idea, and they can't go to their hospital because it's just an idea, and they have plenty of things to spend money on that are actually having an impact already. So they come to us with a proposal and what they're striving to accomplish, and we provide anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000 per project. And we deal with all the major hospitals in the Houston area, and we've got relationships with them, so we know these doctors, and they're so grateful to have someone like Golfers Against Cancer that can provide that seed money. And that seed money goes to things like our claim to fame is we provided the initial funding for immunotherapy. And immunotherapy has actually become the fourth pillar in battling cancer after surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation. And immunotherapy is having an impact, significant impact on many different kinds of cancer. And
Explain that a little bit.
Well, immunotherapy is using your own cells to combat the cancer cells. And so they take your cells and put them back in some manner that helps fight the cancer. And it's in many different kinds, it's having a significant impact, and that's growing each year. And another thing, that 28.3 million that we've generated, that's just for the seed money. The doctors that have had positive results have then go on to the federal government and get huge grants. And so our 28 million actually turns into hundreds of millions of dollars in cancer research. So we're real proud of that. And I said, the doctors, they come to the gala and they're just excited because of what we do and that we are literally having an impact on cancer.
It's so exciting, huh? I bet you get chills thinking about that.
And that's like, it's not just one form of cancer. You know how there's different organizations that are just breast or whatever. This goes for all different types of projects.
Yeah, one of the worst cancers to get is pancreatic cancer, and we've funded a number of studies that have improved the survival rate of pancreatic cancer patients. It's still not a good one, but it's better.
The word cancer is
we've
just
helped
bad.
with breast cancer, you name it.
Oh, when you hear it,
it's
like a punch to the gut.
It stops you for sure. Yeah, I've been fortunate to avoid that thus far.
Well, if you're over 50, you got at least 30% chance of getting it.
Well, thank you for that today.
Well, that's why we do what we do.
Yeah.
It's really making a difference. And again, it's really nice at the galas and some of the golfers that'll come, they have survived it, or they know somebody that has survived it because of all these latest treatments that they're providing these days. It's not as awful as it used to be. I mean, it still is an awful disease, but now I feel like there's a lot more options for folks. And
there's more hope.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
more
last year at the gala, we had 2 of the doctors speak, and we were all like, "Oh my!" I mean, the energy that they gave and the slides that they provided, we were just like, "Wow!" I mean,
And they were specifically talking about immunotherapy and how this one person, they had basically given up on her, and they did some tests on her and eliminated the cancer completely. They were dumbfounded.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We have a board member, Jim Winkler, that almost passed from cancer, and his doctor said if he would have got that same cancer 10 years earlier, he would have passed away.
like he literally came to one of our meetings, and we were like, "Oh my goodness, we're saying goodbye to him." And now, he and his wife are in their place in Colorado, living their best lives. So,
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
And that's why he's all about it, and he donates his charter yacht every year for our cause, because it's his cause as well. And he's living proof that our money is going
It's making a
towards
difference. So how do you decide where your money's going to go? How do you decide that?
Well, one of the first things we look at are their matching funds. So a lot of these hospitals get matching funds from their hospital. So if we can double our money, we'll certainly do that. And then we just evaluate the proposals that come in.
we have a group that is like the beneficiary, and they will they're in charge of taking all the applications and reviewing them, and then they narrow it down, and then we vote on which ones make sense.
And certainly the credibility of the hospitals are weighed heavily, and our relationships with them. So it's all taken into consideration.
So is it just Houston hospitals then?
Yes.
Okay.
Now we do have a group in Denver that has their own tournament and gala, and they keep their funds local for them. So
And they're doing really well as well.
we've had different groups around the country that have participated with us, and we let them keep their funds local.
We're hoping with this organization regime that we're doing with the next generation that maybe we can get more of a cookie cutter type of approach with Golfers Against Cancer to help spread it around to different cities and
Have
states.
other satellites
Right.
develop and
Let them,
do that.
once we get that down, and be like, hey, because I know there's people interested even from my hometown, Ohio. It's a lot to take on at first. But
Sure. Well,
And we
you
work
know
on
what
this,
you're doing.
and we do it all year long.
Yeah. All year.
But you breathe a little after it's done and then start up again.
It's just it's so fun. It really is. The 3-day tournament. Bobby Jones, who was one of the founders, his family's from Florida, and his daughter married a gentleman, Jason, who's co-chair with Dan, and he's from the Netherlands. So he brings in this really lively group from the Netherlands, and they're wearing their funny outfits and flags. And then they have, they call them the Scots. It's a group of gentlemen from Scotland, and they bring these amazing bottles of scotch that they donate. Like a shot could be a $200 shot. A bottle could be a $3,000 to $5,000 bottle, and they bring all that for our cause. So it's really, really a fun time. Like, you will have a great time. Even if you don't know anybody, everybody just all hangs out, and it's a lively group.
It's friendly.
Yes, and it's fun.
Oh, the vibe of the at
so
the club
fun.
is a lot of fun, and we have people that come in from all around the country and have been doing it for years and years.
All
And
around the world.
They say it's their most favorite tournament.
But yeah, the outfits are great.
Do any of them wear like kilts or anything?
Oh yeah, the guys from Scotland, and I know them real well, but I can hardly understand them. I mean,
You have to really pay attention,
Yes.
right? You have to listen.
We're getting better.
I had a Scotsman on my show a few weeks ago. I understood him, but it was a little difficult. Okay, so there's lots of opportunities for volunteers, and they can go on your website, which is golfersagainstcancer.org, to find out all the details, right?
the
Whether you
details.
want to volunteer, you want to donate something, you want to play golf, you want to go to the gala, any of that, right?
Correct.
exactly.
Everything. And
People
you're
can
also
start signing up now as well.
So y'all are a member of the chamber too, right?
We are. Yes,
so
we are.
then you can post it to the chamber too.
Correct.
Okay, your event and all that.
Some
and
of
get
the
it out there.
Scott and all them came last year. They had a team, which was really nice. It was
Oh.
our first year. We did the ribbon
Fun.
cutting ceremony about this time
yeah,
last year.
yeah.
And then Scott and they all came and supported
Good.
us, which
well,
was
you can
wonderful.
start hitting up the chamber and using that. They have a morning mingle Thursday.
Yes.
Okay, just trying to keep you in line with everything. Of course, you also have a Facebook page, Golfers Against Cancer, Walden on Lake Conroe Golf Club. It's pretty long, but you just look for it, and people can find it when they go to the search. Golfers Against Cancer, Walden. What am I missing? Anything else you want to add?
No, again, I just want to thank the community as always. I want to thank all of our new young next generation of folks that are coming in with their energy and their talents. I think it's really going to make a huge difference this year.
New ideas, fresh approach?
Yes, it's nice. There used to be just a handful of us, and now there's a team of us.
Well, and for the last 20 years, I own Walden on Lake Conroe Golf Club. I recently sold it, and I was telling the buyers about Golfers Against Cancer, and they jumped right on board, and they're going to hold the tournament for free. So once again, because it's going to be free, a large percentage of what we
One less
bring
expense.
in, yes. And that's a fairly significant expense and quite a statement by the new owners of the club, which is
Absolutely.
Concert Golf Partners.
So the venue is sponsored.
Yes, I think
Okay.
it's in contract for 10 years or
10
something.
years.
Which says a lot right there.
Oh, that's good.
I know.
I hope Margaritaville did that.
They've been very helpful, and we're
Good.
excited working with their
Good.
team.
Good. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on and sharing it. It sounds very exciting. I don't play golf, but
You can
maybe
just
someday.
come. That's what I'm saying. People just
Yeah.
come and hang out and listen to live music.
Yeah.
There's always a barbecue.
Well, of course, you don't play
dinner
golf at
afterwards.
the gala.
And you
so-
could come all again starting Friday. What would that be? The 18th
Mm-hmm.
is when we'll open the doors at the Cafe in the Greens, and you'll have a chance to bid on auction items all the way
Look at
till
all the
Monday.
items. Mhm.
And then usually we have a chance to win a fully stocked bar. You could buy a heart for an honor of somebody. So there's a lot of things you can come and be a part of, and even if you don't play golf, you'll still feel a part of the whole festivities.
Okay. Well, thank you both, Dan
Thank
and
you.
Carrie,
Thank
for
you,
coming on
Margie,
and
as
sharing.
always.
And maybe you come on again right before, just to get those last minute people.
Yes, let everybody
That'd be
know
great.
this year it's in October.
Okay. Thank you all, and thank you, Roger Stein Chiropractic, for your sponsorship. Until next time, thank you all for listening.